Why did you pick this education level to be a teacher?
I chose early childhood education strictly because I wanted to be able to make a lasting impression on the individual children and to give them a better kindergarten or preschool age classes.
Describe your biggest obstacle in college.
My biggest obstacle in college was definitely um, organization and staying on track with projects and things of that nature. I tended to have waited till the last minute to get everything done because I was taking too many courses at the same time, so I found it difficult sometimes.
Describe your greatest accomplishments as a teacher figure.
I'm sorry, what?
Describe your greatest accomplishments as a teacher figure.
Um, when I helped kids club at my church, and we did crafts and things, and that was one of my biggest accomplishments was being able to teach the kids about the Lord and also give them an opportunity to get hands-on in the classroom and truly grasp the idea of what Jesus had to go through while he was creating the earth and things of that nature. And my other greatest accomplishment would have to be, excuse me, being a student teacher in the field. Got the opportunity to help out a number of special needs classrooms, which was fantastic since that's the specialized degree program I would like to get into further. It was a great experience, and I truly got to learn a lot about each individual child and how to help them grow and help them learn because each special needs child is different.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years or even 10 years from now?
In 5 years, I hope to be a teacher in a kindergarten classroom rather than a preschool, and also being back into college, striving for my special needs education degree. I'd love to teach children with autism and be able to give them the opportunity to learn just like any other child has the opportunity to learn in school. It's harder for them to concentrate, and a lot of times teachers think, and students and parents as the same, think that because the child is autistic that they don't have to do certain things or they can't do it or they're doing it to get attention, and that's not the case at all. And I would like to really be able to help them out and get them to where they should be. And in 10 years, I hope to have my own family and to be a specialized teacher in special needs education and during the school year. And then during the summer, I hope to help out at special needs camps, such as there's a horseback riding in Cincinnati camp and just other camps that have strictly autistic children there, and I'd really like to help out there.
Why did you choose this field to study?
I chose early childhood education because I love working with children and I love having the feeling that I am helping to mold them into the people that they are. Kindergarten is the crucial level to really get them to understand their alphabet and their numbers and things so that they can go on to learn higher and better education. And I really want to be able to start that framework for each child and help them to know exactly what it is that they get to do in the future.
How would you describe your ideal job?
My ideal job is being able to teach autistic children, like I've said before, um, being able to work with other students so that they feel comfortable being in a classroom with autistic children, because sometimes it can be difficult to have an autistic child in your classroom, especially if the rest of the children are so-called normal kids. Not only can the child feel isolated, but the other children might start to pick on him or not understand why he shouts in class and things of that nature. So I would love to be able to work with both sets of students at the same time in one classroom, teaching them the, the beginning level of education, such as their letters and their numbers and things. That would be awesome.
What things are the most important to you in a working environment?
The most important, crucial things in a working environment for me is that I feel safe and that I'm not worried about workplace violence or anything of that nature. I love being able to work with other people on team activities, so if the school is trying to put together a bake sale or whatever, and I get to work with a number of other children. I really look forward to doing that. Also, in a working environment, I'd love to have it not only be like a small but like close knit, almost like a family while I'm at school teaching. I like to be able to, lean on other teachers and get feedback from other teachers on how to deal with this situation or how to do this the right way. Did I present this to the family the right way and things like that.
In your own words, how do you describe yourself?
Um, I'm definitely unique and I have a lot of great qualities. I'm a great leader and role model to other children. Um, I love working with kids. That's my goal. I mean, I love giving their hugs and really feeling like I accomplished something and that they are actually learning in the classroom. That's my main goal, is to get the children to know that no matter what happens inside or outside of school, that I'm always there for them. They can always count on me. And I know that I'm always a great listener, a great role model, and just a great individual person, that I really like working with kids, and I want the parents to feel safe bringing their children to me, and feel free to ask me questions and things like that.
Are you a leader, creative, problem solver?
Who's going to use it? I'm a leader. I was section leader and squad leader of my marching band. I led, like I said, I was the leader of the craft section for Vacation Bible School. I'm very creative. I came up with all of the crafts for Vacation Bible School by myself. They weren't in a book anywhere. I just created them. I love using arts and crafts. I love really giving the children the opportunity to express themselves through their artwork. And I think that's really important, is so that they don't only feel like, well, I'm just learning my alphabet. No, I want you to really understand and put that towards yourself. What do you think the color yellow means? What do you think this means? Like, let yourself come through. And I like to problem solve. I really do. I love working with other people to come up with a plan or fix something. So if something were to happen in my classroom, then maybe I'll get some other teachers to come in and we'll talk about possible ideas to fix it, or how to go to the parents and tell them, because it's really crucial that the teacher-parent relationship is close, and you don't feel like, the parents don't feel like, well, you're only the boss of my child during X amount of hours. You don't get to be the boss of him while he's on my time. Or I don't want them to feel like I'm trying to take over how they parent or anything like that. If the child's acting up in class, I'm going to bring that to their attention, but they also need to know that it's my classroom, so I'm going to discipline them in my class.
What can you contribute to this job and our company?
I can contribute my personality. I love working with people. I love being hands-on and really helping out, doing the dirty work, as you might say. I would love to make your company so that others know about it, it's well known, and that no one feels like they're just bringing their child to a random woman's classroom. I want them to feel safe and comfortable enough to bring them to my classroom and be happy.
What do you think about teaching a unpotty trained room?
That's not a problem to me. I know that a lot of schools have strict classrooms where at a couple of my observation classrooms, they had strict rooms where anyone in that class was not potty trained, and they had to give them X amount of times that they changed their diaper, and they had to make sure that they washed their hands and all that sort of thing. I don't mind if the child is potty trained or unpotty trained. I am qualified to do either one. I feel comfortable enough changing diapers. It's not that big of a deal to me. So to have a child that's unpotty trained would be perfectly fine.
Would you be willing to move classrooms?
Yeah, I would be willing to be a portable teacher, if that's what you mean. I would be willing to move from classroom to classroom as long as I get the opportunity to teach children. That's my main concern. I just want to be able to teach.
Would you be willing to be a traveling teacher?
Yeah, I would be willing to relocate if need be. I'd rather stay close to home because I'm trying to start my own family, but I would be willing to relocate if